All the way to the belly and release. We're getting settled in the energy. Deep breath in. All the way to the belly. Hold it and release. As you are taking a deep breath in, I want you to breathe in all the things that you have been manifesting, all the things that you are wishing to happen for you, such as peace, love, prosperity, abundance, whatever you've been manifesting, call that in. Breathing in, feel it, embody it, and make it so. It is so. When you exhale, I want you to let go of anything that is not serving your higher good. So you are breathing in the good shit and you are breathing out the bullshit. So breathing out anxiety, depression, anything that could be worrying you and causing you to overthink and overprocess and overanalyze, whatever it is, let that shit go. So we're going to take another deep breath in. Last one. All the way to the belly and hold it and release. We are calling in the Ascended Masters for any guidance, any words of wisdom for the collective at this time. Allow me to be a clear communicator for the collective, protecting myself and the collective as we tap in. We lift the bell and we get any messages that the collective needs during this time. Any blocks they could be facing, any solutions they need to travel on. Again, Spirit, just allow me to be clear as we call in the most healed ancestors, spiritual team, guides, archangels. Somebody could be bombarded with distractions. Somebody could be definitely having a hard time with containing their emotions. Somebody could definitely be having a hard time with processing things. You could be feeling like a little having like a cloudy judgment, cloudy vision is what I'm getting, and just allowing things to intervene, like intervene with your healing, with how you're feeling, with how you're moving. We got the Ace of Ariel here, the Six of Gabriel, and the Wheel here. I feel like somebody is definitely embarking on some type of change and new beginning. I feel like a lot of different archangels are showing up for you. You could be seeing sixes, you could be seeing tens. The number one could be significant as well. My kids are home, so they are, yeah, in the background. So if that's what you hear. Page of Swords is here in reverse. I feel like somebody needs to tap into their inner child. The color yellow could be of significance. Somebody could be like tapping into something new as far as like maybe a book or just like a new journey. But I feel like you're fighting against it with it being in reverse. Like you're not really trusting the process. Somebody's not trusting the process. They're not trusting their timing. Like the wave that you're on, like, I don't know, you're letting the wave take over. Like you're not flowing with the wave. You're kind of going against it, which is causing a lot of turbulence. 6/10 could be significant. So June 10th could be significant. End of delay. Somebody is about to really have like an ending of delays with the Sun card here on the bottom of the deck. So you could feel like you are going through like delay after delay after delay. Maybe you feel like you're kind of like in like on it like a standstill, but that means that there is a change that is taking place. There's a change, there's a new direction, and it's going to offer you so much happiness and grace and abundance, but you have to be okay with going through this change. I feel like you could be delaying your happiness, you could be delaying this change. We got the Queen of Swords in reverse. You could be used to being like in the Queen of Swords energy. This is air energy. I feel like air is very significant here. You could be a Gemini. You could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You don't have to be, but you could be. Or those could hold significance for you. I feel like somebody's like always in thought, always thinking. Maybe you've been getting downloads and you just don't know what to do with them. You don't know how to process them. Keep tapping that screen for me, guys. Share the live, tap the screen. we got the Eight of Wands here. Something is definitely about to take place. I feel like somebody has come in contact with their spiritual team. Like definitely going through like a communication process. In contact with their spiritual team. The color blue could be significant. Throat chakra. Speaking up for yourself. Maybe you're starting to speak up for yourself in a way that you never did before. You could be a fire sign with the Eight of Wands here. Ooh. Seven of Pentacles is here as well. Planting seeds. I feel like somebody is about to experience harvest season. You could be definitely going through some type of a harvest. Maybe you're starting to see the seeds that you have planted. You've planted these seeds, and now I feel like you need to trust the process and you need to be patient. 87 could be significant. You could have been born in 87, or 8 and 7 can be significant. So August 7th or 87, whichever one resonates with you, let it resonate. We got the Knight of Cups and we got the Knight of Wands here. I feel like somebody is definitely about to be having some very important conversations with two knights being here. Could be a dislike. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be like a healthy communication. This is going to be a healthy communication. Like a communication that definitely needs had. And I already said like the throat chakra, the color blue could be significant. So I do feel like it is time to make sure that throat chakra is activated. And I see you. Thank you for tapping the screen, love. I don't know why, but I feel like Chucks could be of significance. You know, the shoes. I feel like those could definitely be of significance. Somebody is definitely in their feelings about something, experiencing some type of loss, some type of ending. Somebody lost something or someone here recently. Maybe that's what the conversation needs to be about. Maybe somebody needs to have like a family discussion or a family conversation, like sitting at the table and just talking it out. Somebody needs to talk something out. Desi, I see you, my love. Thank you for coming in and tapping the screen. Somebody could be losing sleep with this. Somebody could be definitely losing sleep over this. Swords are heavy. Swords are heavy. Somebody definitely needs to put their guard down. Like you fought enough. Like you've been in this constant battle with yourself and maybe even other people. Maybe like this ego, maybe like this ego battle, like battling your higher self and your ego kind of type of vibe. I don't know. Maybe it's a Gemini. Gemini is here present. Gemini, like I said, air energy is very heavy. You could be a Gemini. You don't have to be. Maybe you are with a Gemini. The Lover's card is here. Connections, a relationship, losing sleep. Somebody wear their heart on their sleeve, like a one-sided relationship maybe. One-sided relationship. Maybe somebody's in like a relationship that's one-sided. I feel like you've done all you could do. Man, that's what this communication is, I feel like. You got the Two of Pentacles. It could be about money. It could definitely be about money, like having a communication when it comes to money. Somebody could be an overspender. Maybe the other one's trying to balance the finances, but the other one is like, yeah, this is really giving me like a one-sided, like y'all are not in the same chapter. Like you don't necessarily have to be on the same page, but y'all ain't even in the same chapter. Like this person loves to go out and blow money, buy, you know, the latest shoes, all like the latest clothes, making sure that they are well put together, having like an outfit on that costs well around like $500. But you're more so in the flow of living in peace and abundance. Hey girl. Okay, so Two of Pentacles and Two of Swords is here in reverse. I feel like this is something that you used to, maybe this could be like the old you too. Maybe you are kind of in the middle of, does not pay attention to the comments. Maybe you're like in the middle of pulling yourself out of the materialistic world, and you're more so wanting to be in the more like the spiritual stuff, like material versus spirituality. More so into, it says collective right there, babe. So Queen of Pentacles, controlling your finances. I feel like finances is definitely of significance here. Queen of Pentacles is here with the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's building like some type of an empire. Somebody's building, somebody's building themselves up. Somebody's really focusing on the inside of them. Somebody's really focusing on what's going on the inside and not so on the outside. So I do feel like this is like material versus, I don't know, what is like traditional is what I'm kind of like, you know, picking up. Like somebody could be definitely in between not so much into materialistic things and definitely in like trying to get back to the traditional way. Got the King of Swords here. Man, air energy is so heavy here. Air energy is very, very heavy. We got the Queen and the King here. So you could be, this could be like soulmate energy as well, because I'm picking up on relationship vibes very heavy in this collective. And then we got Gemini. So Gemini could be significant for y'all. Something could be taking place. Maybe somebody is manifesting love as well. You could be manifesting love, a partner, somebody that just gets you. And I feel like it is definitely happening for you if this is something that you are desiring. (2023) could be significant for somebody. Somebody could have took a leap of faith in 2023 with the Fool being in reverse. Maybe people like took you to be like some type of fool. Maybe people took you to be like looking at you like, what the fuck is going on? I feel like 2023 definitely held significance, maybe for if you were a Gemini or an air sign. Maybe 2023 just kind of like definitely something changed in your mentality and your heart and your energy. Somebody just wants to do something a different way. No longer in your head, baby. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but air energy is heavy here. If you're an air sign, put it in the comments. What's your sign? Three of Swords here. Releasing, letting go. I feel like somebody is definitely in the middle of y'all having a hard time. you guys are really having a hard time with letting something go. I don't feel like you're in your head about it anymore, but you know, it could be even a third party situation here going on. Maybe you are, ooh, I feel like, ooh, I just picked up on somebody being in love with somebody that is with someone else. It fucking happens. I mean, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Like, it happens. Sometimes we're with the wrong people, and you know, it happens. It doesn't mean you're going after them or you're trying to break them up. If you're attracted to somebody, you're attracted to somebody. But I do feel like I am picking up on third party energy here. Or maybe it's somebody that you let go of and now they with somebody else and you like, fuck, I'm actually in love with that person. So take it how it resonates. Somebody could be thinking about traveling, moving on. Somebody could be really faced with some type of tough decision. You could be a fire sign. Ten of Cups here. I feel like somebody's moving from some type of relationship, some type of family. Spirit is definitely focusing on some type of a relationship here. So somebody could be moving on from a connection that's no longer connecting. It's no longer connecting. Yeah, like it's no longer connecting. And now people could be like feeling like you're like more like, I don't know, it's giving like stuck up vibes. And I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate the stuck up, like people saying that you're stuck up. But I feel like somebody is feeling like you think you're better than them because you're living better, because you've decided to do things a different way is what I'm picking up here. So Ace of Swords, new beginnings, new ideas, maybe starting a business, maybe getting out of the matrix. Maybe that is something you are desiring to do. You're getting out the matrix. You're pulling yourself out and you're no longer fighting it. If you were fighting it, I don't feel like you're fighting it anymore. I feel like you decided to take the fool's journey. Somebody has decided to take the journey of being the fool, and it's like, this is me. It's giving like, this is me. I feel like you're very unapologetic about it as well. Very unapologetic about how you're living, how you're moving, and that's how it should be. Being aligned with people and places and situations. Being patient with your process. Being patient with your process. I feel like somebody's really focusing on what self-love, self-care really is. Like, you hear about it, but you really don't necessarily like see people around you doing it, but they're talking about it, but they're really not doing it. And you're like, I'm really doing this shit. Like, you talk about it, but I'm being about it. So I feel like somebody's definitely being about it, like being real serious about you. Like, I'm really picking up on, I'm like being serious about me. Like, this is no longer aligned. You have to go. I can't be around you. No, I don't want to go out drinking. No, I don't want to go, you know, to these places because I don't fit into these spaces. I feel like somebody is definitely like not pushing the fact that they don't fit in certain places. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, heavy, 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 heavy on the Pentacles here. Heavy on the Pentacles. So doing things your own way, not being afraid. This is like giving me not being afraid to be alone. Somebody's been isolating themselves and you're no longer afraid of doing things alone. I feel like somebody is trusting the fact that God is going to put people in your life. God is going to put people in your life that are on a similar journey than you are. And if that means that you have to be in isolation for a period of time, then it is so. Just allow it to be. Enjoy your own company. I feel like somebody needs to learn how to enjoy themselves, enjoy their own company. Anything else in here, Spirit? Seven of Wands here. There could definitely be I don't know, I'm picking up on monitoring spirits. Somebody draining you. You being more sensitive. So collective, you could be more sensitive to energy. And these pokes that you've always felt from people, it's just like, it seems like it's getting a little bit more harder. Like it's getting a little bit more difficult to deal with. It's getting more difficult to deal with. Like people like poking the bear. Like it's just kind of like, don't poke the bear. Like y'all poking. And when y'all wake this bear up, baby, yeah, somebody trying to wake the bear up. And they gonna regret it when they do. And then you're going to be the bad guy. I cannot. Solar plexus could be of significance. Somebody stepping into their purpose and the people around you don't like it. The people around you don't like it. Somebody's stepping into their gift. You are recognizing, you are realizing that you have a purpose and you are very passionate about it. And the people around you don't necessarily like it. Listen, with the sun card being here, your birthday could be in summertime. Summer could be of significance. Maybe you're giving birth in the summertime. Where'd that come from? 19 could be significant. You could be 19, or maybe you gave birth when you were 19. I don't know. This is all the downloads that's coming through for you guys. Anything else in here? Okay, I'm gonna move on. The 19th of the month as well could hold significance. Somebody's not trusting the process. Collective, you need to trust the process. I feel like I've said this already. Somebody could be in hiding. Maybe it is time for you to come out of hiding. It is springtime, so it's time to come out of hiding. Somebody is definitely like still in their bubble, and you've gotten so used to being alone. You could have been in hermit all winter long, maybe just doing your own thing, and now it's just time to come out of hiding. Somebody needs to come out and show, the world what you've been doing. So yeah, we're waiting. We're waiting for your gifts. So we're waiting for the things that you have learned while you were in hiding, while you were in isolation. Listen, somebody has stepped in their power, but they don't trust it. Like you've stepped into some type of power, like you have been spiritually awakened to your gift, but you're not trusting it. Somebody's not trusting this. You're still in this bubble. You're afraid of what people might say, how they might think of you. And all I can say is F them people. Let them judge you. Let them judge you. As long as you're happy, who cares? Full moon could be significant. And then beauty came out as well. I feel like you see things in a whole different way now. Now that you have isolated, you have gone through your darkness, you have trusted your process. You see things in a way that other people don't see things. Like the beauty within you, the beauty around you, the beauty you see in people that don't necessarily see the beauty in themselves, like you see it. So now I feel like somebody is definitely trying to figure out how to navigate like the gifts that they have stepped into, like your power. Because you're very powerful. You've done things that a lot of people are afraid to do. That self-reflection, that looking in the mirror, that shadow work. Not everybody in your family, in your circle is strong enough to deal with their own shit. But you've done it. you recognize that you were a part of the problem and you've done the work. You owned up to it. And this is why you had to isolate yourself as well. This is why you had to isolate. Because now that you have figured out, okay, you know, I'm the common denominator in most of the things that's happened. Now I need to figure out what I need to do to heal this. So I'm no longer, you know, in this energy of self-sabotaging. I'm no longer in this energy of scarcity thinking. I'm no longer in this energy like, how can I pull myself out of these limiting beliefs? If I'm surrounded by people that have limiting beliefs, guess what? I'm going to have limiting beliefs. If I'm surrounded by people that's constantly self-sabotaging, guess what? I'm going to do the same thing and I'm going to feel like it's normal. Like, we need to create a new normal. You need to create a new normal, because it's not normal to constantly be hard on yourself, to self-sabotage, to think that you cannot do, you know, the things that people are telling you you can't do. That's self-sabotaging. Being around people that's constantly doing that. We are who we hang with, to be honest. We are who we hang with, who we surround ourselves with. Because especially if people see you with certain people, if people see you with certain people and they know that these people is always constantly in this state of vibration that is not necessarily a high vibration, then they're going to assume that you're the same way, regardless of what you're saying, but you hanging with these people. You claiming to be spiritual, but you're hanging with people that are against spirituality, that don't understand or understand spirituality. Like, it just doesn't, it doesn't make sense. Like, it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Hopefully that makes sense. It's time for a fresh start. It's time for a new beginning. We do have new moon coming in next week on the 8th. New moons are all about fresh starts and new beginnings. So now's the time. Now it's time to start afresh. It's time to start a new cycle. There's definitely a new cycle coming in. We got a lot of energy going on right now. We got the Mercury Retrograde. We have the solar eclipse, the new moon coming in. And baby, when I say that either you need to get with it or get lost or be lost or what have you, it's time to be okay with these changes that's happening and taking place. Eclipse can be scary for some people because it comes with change. Eclipse comes in and transforms and changes. All gas, no brakes. So it is the unknown, and a lot of people are afraid of the unknown. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Let's get some self-love, self-care messages in here for the collective. Thanks for tapping the screen, share to live. I did want to try to get to 20K, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Thank you for blocking or muting her, please. Thank you. I appreciate you because, baby, trying to ignore it. So we have risk here. Take a chance. Girl, she was irritating me. I was like, what is she talking about? I was trying to ignore it. Okay. Take a chance. Every risk is a success when you're committed to learning and growth. go ahead and just pick some random ones. Self-worth. Why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? So some of y'all could definitely be settling. We're no longer settling. We're no longer settling. Put in the comments, I am no longer settling for things. Like, I'm no longer settling. No. Take a risk. Take a chance. You deserve the whole meal. You deserve the entree. You deserve to be taken care of like you take care of other people. Stop settling for things that you know you deserve better. So I feel like some of the collective settles because you think that you could maybe you think that you require too much. You're never going to be too much for the right people. You're never going to be too much for the right people, okay? You're never going to be too much for the right people. And I feel like y'all need to write that down, and I feel like you need to say it, and you need to believe it, and you need to embody it. Because God is only putting people in your path that is making you feel like you have to settle because you still don't believe. You still don't even know what you deserve. So once you set those boundaries and you say, oh, you're not for me, tried it, I'm not going to force it, then guess what? You're going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded. So stop settling for things that you know you deserve better. You know you deserve better. So why are you settling? Surrender. That is what, baby, this is what this energy is all about, y'all. It's surrender. I surrender. Please put it in the comments so we can feel it. I surrender. I surrender to the alchemy. I surrender to the struggle. I surrender to all good things that's happening for me. I surrender to all the not so good things that are happening for me because it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. It is happening for you. It's a lesson that has to be learned so you can move on. So you have to surrender. You have to open your heart. You have to love on yourself. Absolutely aligning with your highest timeline. Surrender. Let things be. Allow things to be how they need to be, how they're going to be. Because there's so much stuff that we cannot force. We can't change it. We need to allow life to do what life needs to do to get us to where we want to be. Spirit is like, you want to change? You want to grow? You want better? Then you're going to have to surrender and stop forcing. You're going to have to surrender. Stop forcing. Just like for me, I decided to sleep in today. I did not get up at my regular time. I got up at 6 and I meditated and I went back to sleep because I surrendered to the fact that my body needed rest and that I need to ground and I need to do what feels good to me and not necessarily always be on a schedule. As long as I'm still consistent with my craft, sometimes I gotta surrender to, like, time ain't real anyway, so I just need to surrender. We just need to surrender and just allow things to flow how they gonna flow. Stop trying to control. Being a fixed sign is really hard sometimes to not have things under control. But I feel like as fixed signs, recognizing that, we need to be okay with we can't control everything. We just can't. We got priorities. 12:22 on the clock. 222 could be significant. The quality of your life is determined by how you spend your time. Make your schedule reflect the life that you want. So setting priorities, setting goals. Grateful. Yes. Yes. So set some goals. It's a new month. It's April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. It's a new month. So with it being a new month, sit down, get your calendar, get your notebook out, and set some goals for the month. Do some reflecting, reassessing on last month. And what can you do better this month? what should you continue to do this month that worked last month? Like, really sit with yourself. Give yourself an hour of your time and sit, do some self-reflection and set some goals and some priorities, okay? I feel like somebody's going to go viral this month. I just literally heard that. Somebody's going to go viral. So if you're a content creator and you feel like you want to give up, don't give up, because I feel like you are right there. Like, you are definitely about to get your breakthrough. Hey, Grand Rising Ash. Love people, love them with all your heart. Just be sure to love yourself first. Love you first. You have to put yourself first. I know that's so difficult for us sometimes to love ourselves, to set those boundaries, to, you know, have those healthy attachments and not so much of the unhealthy attachments and the coping mechanisms. It's time to rewire. It's time to refine. It's time to redo, realign, whatever you need to do to make sure the month of April is prosperous for you. Do that. And for some of y'all, I feel like it is really, truly putting yourself first this month. Loving on yourself. I feel like somebody's thinking about going to the gym. Somebody's thinking about walking, maybe going out for a rising walk in, you know, to get their day started. This is your confirmation. Somebody's thinking about fasting. Somebody's thinking about, you know, eating healthier. Maybe you've been thinking about going vegan or vegetarian. This is your confirmation. This is your confirmation to make sure you go ahead and do that. Go ahead. Happy solar return, love. Anything else in here? I'm gonna wrap this up. Somebody's mind's eye is waking up. Somebody's mind's eye is waking up. I don't know if you guys are familiar with tapping, but tap. If you get anxious, tap. EFT. Look it up on YouTube. Somebody needs to do some way. EFT is emotional freedom technique. So doing tapping to certain points of your body, it literally assists you with anxiety. And you can say things that you are releasing and letting go while you're tapping. So this is a great way to do some releasing and letting go. It's tapping. It works for a lot of people. When you wake up in the morning, tap. Tap and wake up your heart. Wake up your heart. Wake up your thymus. Like, wake it up. Just like the gorilla does. Listen. This is what the gorilla does to get some confidence, to get, you know, to wake up his heart and his body and go do what he got to do. Yes. So your mind's eye is ready to open. Your mind's eye is ready to see things, you know. Your mind's eye is just ready. It's beyond ready. I feel like it's starting to wake up. You just got to put in the work as well. You got to work with the process. Don't work against it. Work with it. Work with it. And enjoy the journey. Don't forget to enjoy the journey. Purple, I feel like, is very significant. So mind's eye and the crown chakra, I feel like this area is very significant for the collective. So moving on, the number 5, you could be moving on from something or someone. You can't change them. Maybe you were staying, feeling like you can change somebody or something. You can't change them. You can't change the way they are operating, the way they're healing. You can't change the way they think. You can assist them. You can kind of put some ideas in their head or on their heart, but you can't change them. You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. We cannot make these people drink. We cannot make these people suck up the knowledge. We can't make them believe. We can't make them know, because fuck believing. We can't make them know what's going on. All we can do is be the messenger. That's all we can do. Be the messenger and allow them to have free will to live the way they want, because we want free will to heal, to grow, to be at peace. I want free will to be out the matrix. I need my free will. So this is my level of consciousness, and we need to allow people the free will to have their own level of consciousness. Okay, so move on. Stop trying to force people to be what they're not ready to be. Okay, so change yourself. Change yourself. Love on yourself. Heal yourself. As bad as you want that person to heal and grow to understand, do that for you. Do that for you. And guess what? Usually people will be like, man, you seem so happy. How, like, let me try to get on the bandwagon. And they're going to do it if that is something they are desiring to do, because they see you doing it. So that's why we need to focus on ourselves. Can somebody mute user, please? Ooh, manifesting block. So somebody's definitely manifesting, but I feel like you could not believe in your own manifestation. So there's a block there. So you need to do some chakra healing and alignments. You need to do some releasing. You need to do some faith checking. Maybe you don't have the faith that you think you have. So you need to check in with yourself when it comes to your faith. Do you have more fear than faith? Write down your fears and then rewrite your story. How can I have more faith? How can I really have faith in my manifestations? How can I really have faith in being peaceful and happy? Why am I so afraid to be abundant and prosperous? Write it down, because to be honest, a lot of us are afraid to have a lot, or we're afraid to be at peace and happy, because sometimes it gets lonely, because not everybody is ready for that type of healing and that type of journey. So then people start falling off, and we're so used to trying to fit in. Whether you want to admit it or not, we want to fit in. We were always pushed to always want to fit in. Society always made us want to fit in, feel like we have to fit in. Who wants to be alone? You have all these people that are living this low vibrational life, that's always gossiping, they always sad, they always complaining. And not very many people are positive and healing and growing, and that don't enjoy gossip and complaining. So do I want to be over here by myself, or do I just need to fit in with these people that's always just gossiping and complaining? But I feel like as we get older and we don't give a fuck about fitting in anymore, and I feel like you just reach a point where I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather heal. I'd rather grow and evolve and really figure out why I'm here. If that's your path, if that's your journey, then let it be. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. If you are in here, you have a gift, you have a rare gift, and it's time to tap into that. I feel like this reading was a lot about tapping into your gifts, discovering your purpose, really embracing your solar plexus, tapping into that energy. You are the golden child. You're not the black sheep. You are the golden child. You have rare gifts. Somebody's innocence could have been taken at a young age. And I feel like you are healing to get that innocence back. Like maybe you are desiring to tap into that innocence, that innocent inner child. Maybe you need to talk to that inner child. Maybe you need to talk to her or him if that resonates with you. Water your garden as well. Water your garden. This card says nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. So watering your garden. So to wrap up this reading, I'm going to leave you guys with some cards from the conversations with your inner child, with your inner self. So this is identifying. This deck is identifying. So tolerating. What are you tolerating that you do not want to be? Think of self-sabotaging behaviors and thoughts. We've talked about this already. So what are you tolerating? What are you tolerating that you don't want to tolerate? And then integrating. The authentic you. What do you believe is the most authentic version of yourself? So these are your journal prompts. These are your journal prompts. So if you need to screenshot it, I'm gonna leave them up here for you guys to screenshot. I know they're backwards, so go ahead and screenshot it because this is your life work. So tolerating. What are you tolerating that you do not want to be? Think of self-sabotaging behaviors and thoughts. And then the authentic you. What do you believe is the most authentic version of yourself? Ashe. So I'm sending you guys so much peace and prosperity. That was the collective reading for today. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the taps, all the love, and the support. I will post this reading on my YouTube channel, so make sure you guys go subscribe. If you need a replay, it's going to be on there. I'm going to come back probably around 2 o'clock to do personal. So if you need a personal, I'll come on around 2 and I'll probably be on about 1.5 hours. If you know somebody that might need a personal, send them my way. Link in the bio to get your solar eclipse energy reading as well. If you need an eclipse reading, all that is in the bio. Shadow workshops, all that good stuff in the bio for April. I love you guys so much. I'm sending you so much peace and prosperity, and I'll see you guys later.